This Officer Tatum, he's a different type of animal. I don't know what school he went to or what school he need to, I don't know. Officer Tatum got me confused. I feel sorry for Nolan's friends. I don't know what type of Jedi mind trick this man pulled on me, what type of MK Ultra program he's running on black people, but he got Nolan's friends looking like black victims. I'm stuck. I mean, I feel more sorry for them than I feel for nope, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that, but he's good. This Officer Tatum, he got Nolan's mother looking like a shiesty crook and his father looking like a darkened villain. They working with Al Sharpton. We know he been CIA, FBI. He's been a tyrant in the black community for at least 100 years. And Big Crump, the Dr. King impersonator. Y'all know how Biggie had Shine? Dr. King got Ben Crump. I sold out, man. I bit the chicken. Officer Tatum got me stuck. And I guarantee you, if you stick through this video, you will see exactly what I'm talking about, because Nolan's friends ain't hurt nobody. They had to like black people. He was the only black guy. They said that they would pick Nolan up every day and never ask him for no gas money. And they said it with emphasis. The boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. Dun, dun. The boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. Except for Nolan. And that's why a lot of people are upset. His mother looking crooked. She was smiling too much at the funeral. His father was giggling too. That money was looking good. Listen to what's going on here, y'all. Because I know I'm tripping. I'm all about. If you want to know what happened to me, Officer Tatum did it. Listen at this.
Your friend.
I think like ever since it happened, my life just like hit like a hole. Like even going out, you know, we're always paranoid somebody's gonna see us, get spotted, try to beat us up potentially, or even worse.
You just met these young men more recently. And are you confident that these young men had nothing to do with it? We have Ed Pausick, Warren, Jax, and then we have Morgan here.
He bought the whole crew out. Now the question is, how tight are they with Officer Tatum? They've been kicking it for a good little minute now. They've been chopping it up, dialoguing behind the scenes. You're not going to do a podcast unless y'all pitching plays. And the lawyer over there looking like the head goon in charge. And he's working in law. Oh, this is going to be a show.
And so I talked to Warren last time I was here. We had a really deep conversation, and I'm glad that we were able to get other perspectives now that we have Ed here. Ed is a defamation attorney. And I want to start with you, Ed. You know, why did you choose to work with the boys? What is your plans? What do you expect to get out of working with them? What's your expectations when it comes to defamation?
Well, I think an injustice in one place is an injustice everywhere. I hate lying. I care about the truth, but most of all, it's the actual people who are involved here. So first of all, I just want to say Tyler Cox really welcomed me here. My co-counsel, he's an incredible human being and he's an incredible attorney. And then after that, I had an opportunity.
They look guilty as fuck. They look like they facing bad time. They taking all them deep swallows. All you see is they Adam's apples. Gulp. You're gonna get us out of jail, right? You're gonna get us out of jail. You sure, man? Don't fuck up, dude. My mom's paying you a whole lot of money, man. Hoochie daddy pants on deck. They look guilty. But look, they're about to look unguilty in about 5 seconds. Look at this.
To meet these incredible young men. And I just gotta say, these guys are unbelievable. Warren, Jackson, Morgan, they're just beautiful people. They're really decent human beings. They're just great people. And you know, that's why I'm here, because I want to help great people. And this is a very sad situation, but it's also a very human situation, and it's a tragedy.
So you guys have, you know, obviously before this happened, I would assume you're living a regular life. young guys being in college, having a typical experience. Then you lose your friend, Nolan. And after that, what has life been like for you guys?
I think like ever since it happened, my life just like hit like a hole, like it just stopped. And I mean, we just got to live day by day from now on. I could say definitely a whole flip upside down for our lives. It's like even going out, we're always paranoid somebody's gonna see us, get spotted, try to beat us up potentially, or even worse. We're really just trying to stay low key and not go out as much or anything like that. Yeah.
It's been hard because my friends and I are people. I mean, we like to be out and hang out outside of our friend group,
Oh, damn people. Might be some demons. What happened to Nolan? That's what they need to be talking about. The hell what they going through? Nolan ain't even alive to be going through nothing. They get the chance to play the victims in all this with a black man's help. That Tatum is, man. But at the same time, Tatum look like he'll give you that work. He a cop / goon / sellout / booty goon. The way he looking at them boys like they a snack, he probably don't want money. Tatum look like the type of brother that look you dead in your eyes and say, well, what you gonna do for me? Like it's gonna happen in jail without my help. So if you wanna stay out of jail, I think you need to stay with me. He probably got them boys on a leash.
And not being able to like go certain places or, walk around in public because our head's always on a swivel. It's really affected all of us. I mean, especially in like my family's standpoint, my safety comes first. My friends and family safety come first too. And it's been really hard because I'm worried about like my family.
Motherfucker, what about Nolan's safety? Y'all talking about that's y'all brother, that's y'all friend. His safety should have came first. You wouldn't be in this predicament, man.
As well with me, and it's hard, but we're just going day by day and just trying to get through every day.
Can you give me some examples of what has happened? Have you guys had things happen online, threats online? Have you guys have any examples of people accosting you or anything like that?
Oh yeah, we have had countless death threats online. Been spotted. I'll let you elaborate more on that. Being spotted.
I mean, people have obviously just pointed us out. I mean, as a group and even on a one-on-one setting, I think it's really just like awkward because I don't want to talk about this, and I know my friends don't want to talk about this any more than we need to. We're still mourning one of our best friends' death, and it's hard to speak about it when, like sometimes we just need some alone time, or sometimes we just need to, lay back and not be around all this. And I mean, I've been called out in public, and I haven't been in public that much. I know my friends have had encounters in public. The threats have been insane from, my stepmom and my dad, my mom, just everyone included, like even my brother.
Wait, y'all. And I know y'all super sensitive and y'all think everything is funny or I'm always trying to crack a joke, but I'm trying to let y'all know this is just real talk. And we got to have this real talk, man. Everything is not a freaking joke. I understand that. But what if Nolan was a sellout? Like Officer Tatum. And this is a prime example how brothers like this can be extremely detriment to their own communities, man. What if? I mean, he was the only black dude with these guys. He had to conform one way or another. Did Nolan have black jokes? Could he take a black joke? He had to be able to take a black joke. And when it's all said and done, they linked up with another brother to help them get out of a jam for killing the other brother. So for you dudes out there, that done sold out, you don't want the Tiger Woods route, it could possibly come back to bite you in your ass like it always do, if that's the case. I'm not saying that black people can't be friends with white people. You better, especially if you're trying to survive. Shit, the more the merrier. You probably need to have all white friends. I'm not knocking it. But that's a crazy scenario how this is all playing out. They found another token in Tatum.
And people are threatening you with.
Hold on, wait a minute, y'all. Wait. I do apologize. We having technical difficulties and stuff. Can y'all hear me out there? Can y'all hear me? Because it just messed up. Where did it mess up, y'all? Somebody let me know where did it last cut off at. Because I was talking about Nolan being the token, and next thing you know, the stream cut off. So, they try to do me like LeBron, shut up and dribble. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just go ahead and get back onto the topic. It was absolutely fine before I started talking about his friends like that. Y'all see how they do? They don't want us having these type of discussions, but we going to keep it going anyway. Listen at this.
Death threats online, been spotted. I'll let you elaborate more on that, being spotted.
People have obviously just pointed us out. As a group and even on a one-on-one setting, I think it's really just like awkward because I don't want to talk about this, and I know my friends don't want to talk about this any more than we need to. We're still mourning one of our best friends' death, and it's hard to speak about it when, like sometimes we just need some alone time, or sometimes we just need to, lay back and not be around all this. And I've been called out in public, and I haven't been in public that much. I know my friends have had encounters in public. The threats have been insane from, my stepmom and my dad, my mom, everyone included, like even my brothers and my sisters. And it's just hard. It's unbelievable where like this has been taken to and the level where this is at.
When you say you've been called out in public, can you give me an example of like, what do you mean? People are threatening you with weapons? People are, not allowing you, denying you service? Because I heard that Trayston, he went to a corner store and they told him his money is not good there. They wouldn't even let him buy Gatorade.
Yeah.
Are you experiencing things like that or something totally different?
Right. I wouldn't say like that. I think I haven't been denied, anything, but like Trayston, it's hard to hear from.
Oh, not a black. They having a Negro experience off of what happened in Nolan Wells. They outcasts. They might as well move to India with this. Said your money not good. They probably gave him the Gatorade for free. Like, your money no good here, baby. Now take everything in the store. You did a good job. Like the privilege came to a halt. It ain't like it used to be, man. I swear, privilege don't fade it. They singing Red Hot Chili Peppers in their bedrooms all day. Come on with this. They still alive. I don't understand what they trying to prove here. They all need baby bottles and pacifiers in their mouth. Okay. Officer Tatum, he want to be their nanny so bad. Shit, Medea need to look out. It's a new Mrs. Doubtfire in town. This dude trying to raise these boys. Y'all see Officer Tatum got titties. He trying to squeeze these boys to his bosoms and let them know everything gonna be all right. Look at this.
A good friend of mine that he's getting denied a Gatorade and a Red Bull before work and having to, like, he calls me, he's like, dude, you won't believe what just happened. He got called out at Walmart. Someone called him out at Walmart and was like asking him all these questions and trying to press him about it. And it's crazy to me. Like, we live in a very tight-knit community, and for people to, push back and say these things when they know what Ocean Springs is like, it's really hard. And I haven't had many
Wait. Somebody pressed him at Walmart. It must have been food stamp day. They caught that ass on aisle 6. What it do, folk? He probably took his shirt off and everything. When he took his shirt off, he had Mississippi tattooed on his back like David Banner. They can't go nowhere. They should have never did what they people could see through all this shit, man. The public mad. It's on site. People got their pictures on their screensavers so they won't forget the face. They can't get no Gatorade, no cookies, no snacks, no nothing. They better off in jail. They'll probably have more protection in jail.
Personal encounters, but I know being around the guys and stuff like that, they have, so.
And Ed, as an attorney that's representing these boys, I mean, what does that make you feel like? You know, do you feel like you got a good case here, or, you know, what's your perspective in that? Because, you know, people are online and obviously they know who you are. Obviously they know you represented Donald Trump in some pretty high profile cases. And so now that you've joined, or at least now you work for the young men here, you hear them say things like they've been accosted, they've been, you know, threatened online. Does that make your case a greater case, or how do you work within what's happening to these young men?
Well, unfortunately, I wish there was no case. I wish this hadn't happened. But unfortunately, because these things did happen, there is a case, and now there's multiple cases.
Y'all ain't going to court. Do these look like some people that's even thinking they going to court? How come their attorney got on street clothes? They acting like they headed to a Limp Bizkit concert. It's a plain clothes affair. If they took this shit seriously, they'd be sitting up there, suit and tie. They acting like they about to go back to Horn Island. I'm surprised they ain't bring the surfboards with them. The attorney, he looking like he just there for the theatrics. He there to blend in, let people know he got swag. They might as well do a rap cipher and let Officer Tatum make the beat with his mouth. That's how serious they taking this.
And I'm gonna tell you something. If you're out there and you lied about these guys, you lied about my guys, you lied about Tyler's guys here.
Uh-oh.
If you lied about Morgan, if you lied about Jax,
Uh-oh.
if you lied about Warren, we're gonna get you.
Ooh.
And you're gonna be hauled into court, you're gonna be held accountable, and it's gonna be very painful.
Ooh.
And what I would say to the people who have done that is, now's your chance. If you want to apologize and retract before you find yourself in court, you should probably.
He let the ball swing on them. Yo, look at him. Legs gapped open like, and what? I'm the nigga on the tank with the big fucking balls. If anybody mess with Snoop Doggy Dogg, I'ma make his niggas put his name on the wall. Now, everywhere I go, I got Nolan Wells with me. All my hitters is down to pull a trigger. That's why I'm down for my motherfucking wiggers. He the C murder of that clique. He said, if anybody popping shit about this one, I'ma get him. Anybody want a problem with that one, I'ma hit him. If anybody want a problem with Warren, that's when we gonna start warring. We gonna haul your ass in the court. It's gonna be bad. You're gonna be doing bad. You're gonna be pitiful. Fuck with us if you want to, man. You snatch off his shirt, he got a Wu-Tang tattoo on his chest. Look, Warren look like they scared. Like he's the man. He look like, uh-oh, why he looking like that? Like he impressed. He trying to hold on to his masculinity. Like, ooh, say it, daddy. Like, like we got a real man. Like, that's right, I'm the one with the fucking balls. Want to smoke with us? Nigga, I'll work with Donald Trump, bitch. I run America. Ask about me. You say his name wrong, you're going to court. And when you get to court, you're going to jail, and you're going to have a fine your mother can't afford. He gangster.
Probably do that now. Because if you don't do that, once you're in court, Now you just can't leave. You won't be able to get out of it.
Ooh, they laughing.
And we're not going to name names because there's some other folks who are doing.
They tried to. Did y'all see that? They bust out laughing like, yeah, bitch ass. And tried to keep their composure like they give a fuck about Nolan. They try not to laugh. He looked like he want to burst. Think about jail, think about jail, think about jail, think about jail. They cracked for a split second and put back on the sympathy faces.
Before you find yourself in court, you should probably do that now. Because if you don't do that, once you're in court, now you just can't leave.
And get him, daddy. He's fucking right. That's right. That's how we do it. It's America, baby. Yeah. They gonna say that shit again, daddy. Why they acting like that? Like, I got a beer with your name on it, bro. They get real crazy in there and throw Tatum in the damn water. Like, wait a minute, this is my fucking podcast. What you guys? Get your hands off me. Get your hands off of me.
You won't be able to get out of it. And we're not going to name names because there's some other folks who are doing that, and we want to be better than that. And I want to emphasize this, right? We're not here to guess. We're not here to speculate. We're only going to deal in facts, right? And here's the most important thing, right? We don't know how Nolan Wells died. No one here is saying we know. But what we do know is Morgan, Jax, and Warren had nothing whatsoever to do with Nolan Wells' death. And that's what's important. And unfortunately, because there are people who want to divide a town and come in from the outside and tell people what to think and pit neighbor against neighbor, it compounds the tragedy. It magnifies the tragedy. And I just want to say this. Here's why it's an even bigger tragedy. Because my friends here, Morgan, Jax, and Warren, these guys are not just the finest that Ocean Springs has to offer, the finest that Mississippi has to offer. These are the finest young men that America has to offer. These are, really great people. And
He want that eye contact. Hey, I want to let you know that you're fine too. He said they fine. He looking like, I know I'm fine. What's going on? Like, just think about jail, bro. Just think about jail. You got that guilty look on all of them. He's impressed. That's the one that's paying for this mother. He got to make him feel extra special because it's his parents that's paying him to do his damn job.
Tyler actually taught me good Ocean Springs people. That was one of the first things I heard when I got here. So I'll just say that. They're good Ocean Springs people.
Sorry to interrupt. I know you're enjoying this incredible interview. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button and also join our membership program. Let's get back to the interview. And how confident are you? Because you just met these young men more recently. And are you confident that these young men had nothing to do with it?
Confidence not a strong enough word. In fact, beyond a reasonable doubt is not strong enough. There's a 0% chance that they did anything wrong.
God damn, they look nervous as hell. He looked like he was about to faint. His face turned, look at him. Like, please say you believe us. Like, don't you fuck this up, bro. Damn, they got he looked like he was about to pass out. Like, oh my God, here it goes. They act like they on the roller coaster. They sitting there like they on Six Flags. Like, oh, close your eyes. Oh shit, here we go. Everybody watching. All they take is one kink in their armor. They gotta be thick as thieves. Hold on, man. I can't believe they tensed up like that. Y'all, wait a minute. Let me get this together for y'all. That tripped me all the way out. Hold on, look, y'all. Look.
So this is not 90%. It's not 99%. It's not 99.9999. There's no decimals. There's no anything. It's 100%. 100.000%. Nothing. They did nothing wrong. And that's the problem for our opponents here, who have ruined their lives, dragged them through the mud, and attacked them. You don't get to lie. We have a First Amendment. We love our First Amendment, but you don't get to lie and hurt people. You want to lie and it doesn't hurt people? Fine. You lie and you hurt people, that's why we have defamation. And that's what this is.
Shawn Blazington, this is Officer Cox. We've seen your live stream. Very shitty views, by the way. Nobody hit the like button. Nobody even was leaving comments. But I heard what you said about me having balls, and I want to send you a $10,000 advance. We would love to come on the Shawn Blazington podcast. Man, I'll clean up this damn room. Had them niggas sitting on the floor. Like an order of pizza. Get jiggy with it for 10 G's. However they trying to do it, man. Had the country music going. No Beyonce though. However they want to have a good time, man. All they gotta do is give me the call. Cause that lawyer, he know about Mobb Deep and all that. I can get jiggy with that. Nolan ain't had no business with them. And rest in peace to Nolan. But this Officer Tatum, he a whole nother piece of work. How do he sleep at night? He probably give himself a long look in the mirror, then smirk and walk out and forget to flush the toilet and everything. Man, that's the only way he gonna be able to cope with what he got going on. That money must be good, because they keep on coming back. He got that work. This is like an episode of Breaking Bad. They done fucked up, and now they got to deal with Tatum, and he got them by the balls. Like, look, bitch, I got the evidence. I got the video from the boat. You was wondering what I was doing taking so long in the bathroom. I wasn't in the bathroom. I was in the recording dock. I got the tape, so tell your mommy and tell your daddy that either y'all pay me for another interview or I'm giving this tape to Ben motherfucking Crumb. Oh no, we're in deep with this Tatum dude. We're gonna have to do interviews for the rest of our fucking lives. Like, look at the floor, don't say nothing, and let your lawyer talk.
This is about. So I just want to emphasize this in the strongest possible terms. Zero wrongdoing. Completely innocent. Totally innocent. And categorically innocent.
And you guys have had
They looked at Tatum like, your turn.
experiences with either people threatening you online. I know that, Warren, we talked about this before, and we talked a little, or at least spoke a little bit about when you go out, you guys are getting accosted by people. Can you give us an example of, or at least tell the audience an example of an incident where you guys may have been accosted? Or what does that look like when you go out? People threaten you with weapons, or people trying to physically harm you, or people having to be restrained? What kind of engagement is happening when you guys go out?
We went to a restaurant, a couple of buddies of mine, and when we were, I wouldn't say threatening with weapons or anything, but I felt, and I know my friends felt, threat for our lives. I mean, I don't think there was like a fear factor, but at the same time, like it's awkward in public, like I stated, like when we have to talk about these things. But we went to a restaurant and someone came up to me and was like, "Is this you?" And I was kind of like shaken up about it. Well, at first she asked like my name and, you know, like all these questions, and I was like, okay, whatever, you know, she's just coming up to talk. Well, then she came up to me again and showed me our first interview and was like, "Are you sure this isn't you?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, that's me, like obviously." And she kind of just, I looked at my buddy and I was like, "Yeah, we're leaving, like close everything out, like we're going." And I left, and there was an altercation after I left with some of my buddies that weren't involved in this at all. and they told my friends that they were going to kill them and they wanted to fight and all this like crazy stuff. I mean, I wasn't there, but my friends told me this, that what the people were saying to them was like totally just crazy. Like, I mean, there was people like that were, you know, outside of this telling us like, hey, you need to leave before something happens because I know what could go down right now. And like, I know that these people are crazy. So, I mean, we all felt.
Hold on, wait a minute. Somebody saw the interview and thought he was full of shit and approached him in a restaurant about it. She had to double take to make sure it was him because she couldn't believe her eyes. He sat down with the most racist black man ever after allegedly having something to do with the murder of a black male. And he expect people to take him seriously. You on primetime television, man. This shit ain't never gonna stop. How did y'all make it to the news? What the hell happened on the 4th of July? They know they was doing too much. We left him on the island. He told us to keep going. It was a chick he wanted to spend a little time with. Like he couldn't bring that ass back home. Or she lived on Horn Island. Like that chick wasn't going back home the same day. She was gonna be there for the week. And he ain't have his keys to his phone. Well, they really think people that stupid. But hell, if they said they ain't do it, they ain't do it. And what? The attorney said they ain't do it. And if you say they did it, he gonna drag you to court and he gonna do you bad. So they got all the protection. But the reason why I made this video is because Tatum is making them the victims. You would have thought they was black in the situation and they got done dirty by Nolan. It's sort of like they blaming Nolan Wells for what's happening in their lives. The hell with Nolan's life. What about our lives? They don't want to talk about what happened to Nolan or what could have possibly happened to Nolan. They're not trying to get into those details. They want the public to sympathize with them because they need all the sympathy because you got people out there looking to tear their heads off, man. Look at this.
We were kind of shaken up about that. It was weird because it was our first encounter as a group, and I think it's also like just crazy that people will like look at you in the eye and tell you they'll kill you because they believe you killed your best friend and you have nothing to do with it.
And Morgan and Jax, were you guys there?
Yes, we were there.
I was there.
I didn't hear the part where they said they were gonna kill him and stuff, but I did hear whenever she came up to him originally, she was like, "Hey, you have like TikTok or anything like that? Your face looks really familiar." And he was like, "No, I don't have TikTok or anything like that." And she was like, "Oh, okay," and then walked off, and then came back with, like you said, the first interview, on her phone. And showing him, she's like, "So this isn't you. Either you have a doppelganger or this is you." And he was like, "Well, yeah, that's me." And then we got the check and we bounced and we were waiting outside for everybody else to get out of there. And while we're waiting outside is whenever some of our other buddies that aren't even on social media that we were just there with was getting told that other people were going to kill them and all that kind of stuff.
So how did that make you guys feel did you think they were serious? Did you think it was just people trying to make a name for themselves by confronting you in front of others? Like, what was your take on that, Morgan?
I think it was just like, I was in the general area of where one of our buddies was, where this altercation happened. And I actually got into a conversation with a fellow next to me that wasn't even involved. And he told me straight up, he was like, "If I was y'all right now, I would leave before y'all get hurt. Y'all need to leave right now. I'm just watching out for y'all and making sure y'all are safe." And I mean, I wouldn't say that those people would have physically done something in that moment, but I think they were playing like almost like a mental game, like just to get into your head and just almost like make yourself like just think these things that obviously are not true.
If you can go back to the very beginning of this, how do you think this should have played out? Because I always question in my mind that when I go back, I look at what happened, I look at the initial stories with Nolan, and you guys knew him, right? I didn't know him. I know none of you guys. I just had a chance to meet you guys more recently. But how do you think this should have gone? If you could control the environment, Nolan is found deceased. How do you guys think that this should have been put out to the world?
So first off, I wish that none of this would ever happen. I wish Nolan could still be here with us today. And I wish that, like I said, none of this would ever happen. Like I wish that all this could be erased and Nolan could be here tomorrow. I mean, that's more than anything. But other than that, I feel like his mom blasting us on social media from the get-go, saying that he was out there with Warren and another guy. That's where.
Don't say his name. Say Bart. Say Bart. That's the ones y'all protecting. That's the one that need to be sitting there. Where Bart at? Y'all don't want to say his name. That's crazy. Now they going at his mom's for speaking out about what happened to her son. They want to blame it on Nolan mama. She's the reason, bro. She shiesty, she crooked, and she working with them criminals. She all about the money. Damn, rest in peace, Nolan. This is sick. I can't believe he took it there.
Where it first started to take off, and then also the fact that she posted a picture of me and Morgan and another guy and Nolan on the boat together, blasting that out there, pushing this narrative, kind of, I guess. I wish that would have never happened either, and I don't think if those would have never happened, a lot of this stuff wouldn't have been as viral or gone all over the country at this point. I mean, this is a countrywide news story that is just blown out of proportion, and the fact that it was our best friend and it's not what people are saying it is what hurts the most. I mean, that was our brother. I mean, straight up. That's what I told his dad the night that he came over to my house. He was like, blah, blah, saying something. I was like, dude, that was my brother. Like, and you know that. He knows that. We were picking him up every single day. He never drove. I can't tell you how many times I pulled up in his driveway and picked him up. And it wasn't him asking. It was just because that's what we did. We just picked up Nolan all the time. That's how.
Damn, dead weight. They talking about him like he was they mascot or something. Ain't a party unless you got no, bro. Like, I'm not trying to be the last chicken in the row, dude. I gotta have somebody here. I'm not gonna be your flunky. You're not my flunky. I'm not your flunky. None of us are gonna be flunkies. Where the fuck is Nolan? Dude, there's always a weakest link, and sometimes I feel like it's me, but when no one's around, like, you know, I'm cool, and with the guys, like, yeah. He the icebreaker. They'll pick his ass up for free. Like, it ain't a party if he ain't up in there. The flavor they camp. That's what it's starting to look like, man. And they could haze him so bad. I think it was some hazing shit going on. And they took it too far with that night. He could usually take a hit. They just went overboard with it. And if that's the price of admission, everything else is free. You ain't got to pay for no gas. You ain't got to do nothing. All you got to do is show up. They act like he was a pinata or something. I don't know how many times I went and picked him up. That's just what we did. We ain't never asked him for no money, no nothing.
How we, came about to all the stuff that we were going to. We'd go and pick him up. That's how much we like to be around him. We would do stuff like that all the time,
Well, first off, like, I wish we would have never, like, I think about this every day. Like, I wish we would have never went out on the 4th of July because I know this wouldn't have happened. Nolan wouldn't be gone. And Like it's really hard to think about because it's like, I wish I would have done this different, or I wish I would have done that different. Because now one of my brothers wanted to like passed away, but I think from the beginning, I'm glad that I called the Coast Guard, and I'm glad that we came together as a group, even from the first day when people started texting us things, saying, you know, crazy things. But I wish it wouldn't have been reported as some type of race thing. I think it's really bad that like people are pushing the narrative of, oh, this is a race thing. Well, obviously it's not. I mean, this is like a brother to us. I mean, Nolan's no different than anyone else in our group. And I just wish this wasn't pushed on the media as, oh, this is a bunch of white guys that killed a black guy, or this is, you know, like in the beginning it was like 4 guys went to a stranded island and dumped.
They look like they replaying the moment in their minds, and they intrigued by how he lying so hard. And I'm not saying he lying, but they giving him that look like, you're fucking cold blooded. We're all cold blooded. We're going to hell. Like they know they're wrong. They in the wrong. And for him to be, how cold can you be? They witnessed what happened. They synced it. That's how the dude. Matter of fact, let me show y'all what I'm talking about. Y'all stay tuned. It's only gonna take a second, man. We're gonna get back to that. Hold on. Y'all remember the movie when Tupac killed Raheem and they had to keep it a secret, and Still was acting all shook? He was scared to death every time Tupac came around. Tupac lied to Raheem's mother at the funeral, hugged his mother and everything. I'm so sorry for what happened to your son. And the way that Q was looking at him when he was lying to his mother, he was looking like, damn, like you really gonna sit up there and lie to that man mother like that? Hold on. Let me type this in real quick. Look, that's the part right there. He lied to his mother, hugged her up and everything. He looking like, you cold-blooded bastard. I seen you pull the trigger. But he wasn't going to say nothing, though, because he was implicated. They all was involved. But they had to have that code of silence. So in this situation, Bart is Tupac. And Nolan is Raheem. Look.
Nolan at the island, just left him there. Like even from the beginning, it was just like this thing, and no one had facts, and they were just pushing this horrible narrative, all lies about everyone, and it's sick. So I wish that would have been completely different. I'm glad I called the Coast Guard. I'm glad I made the first contact within all of this. I'm glad I was the first one that called Christine Wells that night and told her that we haven't heard from her son. And I'm glad that I did all of that, but I hate the way this has been perceived by the media and portrayed. This has like been absolutely horrible with the way and the things that they've said to us and done. But other than that, I mean, there's not much I would change from my point of view and my friend's point of view. I think we did everything right, and I know we did nothing wrong.
I think I also want to say, I think it's so criminal that they took something so anti-racist and flipped it into something super racist. Like they took, this is the definition of anti-racism. I mean, that we...
Y'all said we're Donald Trump's lawyer. And I know some of y'all out there like, well, what's that supposed to mean? Hey, man, they live in Mississippi. I mean, I don't got to go into, y'all know what time it is out there. But hey, I got to give it to Tatum. He gave them a platform to speak and air it out and let the world know where they're coming from. And, You know, a lot of people gonna sympathize with these boys, and I can see why. It ain't like Nolan could tell his side of the story. And the way his parents is going about it, they doing a horrible job on social media. His mother doing blogs with a beat on it while she doing facials and all that. It's just, this case is good as done. I think at this point, they just want to get the public on their side so they can just, you know, live normal lives and let everybody know that they innocent, to change the public narrative. And they need some, and who's better than Officer Tatum to help them get their message across? It's not about race. We sat down with a black guy. We got a hip. Look at our lawyer. He's not racist. He dressed up like Rakim or somebody. Like Rec Juan. This is crazy, y'all.
He did not look at Nolan any different than I looked at him, or even you. You know, this is.
Why he made it seem like he the court jester in the damn room? That was racist. He ain't have to put his hand up towards Tatum like that, like he a chimpanzee or some shit. Obviously, you looked at him differently if you had to do all that to address Officer Tatum in the room. He really put his hand up to him like he was the pet Bubbles or something. Look.
Like this is the definition of anti-racism. I mean, that we did not look at Nolan any different.
He put his hands up like he talking about a fat bitch.
And I looked at him, or
he shook his head with it like
even you.
God damn, he talking to him like he at the motherfucking zoo. The body language says it all. Like you are the other. Like we respect birds, we respect cats, and we even like dogs. And the way he looking at Tatum like, you're next, bro. He looked like he disagree. Like you're the odd, best believe that shit. He's not like us. He's not like us. He's not like us. Nope. He's not like us. He looking like he disagree wholeheartedly. He started sweating with her, even you. Put his hand up like he about to sing opera or something like, nigga.
You know, this is literally our brother. I mean, like we stated, we did not treat him any different. We didn't treat Tristan any different.
Who the fuck tried the other black boy? Oh, he dirty. He dirty. Why he gotta refer to them black people? He acting like he an old white man that got black grandkids. I love all my grandkids the same. Stacy, Julia, even Tyrone. It's one of my grandkids too, you know. I love Amy, I love Joshua, I even like Shamika, my granddaughter. No, nothing's wrong with Shamika or Tyrone. They're black, but they're still mine, you know. Oh, my Dorothy, she's such a sweetheart, and my Jamaica, she's it's my granddaughter. I love her, I do. Why he talking about them like that?
Super racist. Like they took, this is the definition of anti-racism. I mean, that we did not look at Nolan any different than I looked at him, or even you. Mm-hmm. You know, this is literally our brother. I mean, like we stated, we did not treat him any different. We didn't treat Tristan any different. We don't treat Tristan any different. And they just flipped it. And I just think that is so wild that they're pushing this thing that they're saying, oh, they want to end racism and all this stuff. Well, they're the one pushing it. They're pushing the racism. And I just think that's kind of crazy.
Morgan, what's your thoughts on this? How
Well,
does it affect you?
If I mean, first I want to say I mean, wish this would have never happened. I wish Nolan would still be here with us today. And but in my opinion, I think that the media, they shouldn't have pushed a narrative from so early. I think that they should have let the local officials do their job, let them release statements, and then, I mean, the media is obviously going to see that and then do whatever they do. But that's what I mean. I trust the local officials.
Ed, with what has transpired, you know, how does that dictate your response? Because you have a 30,000 foot view of all of this stuff, right? You see the way that it could have went, and you see that there's people that instigated the narrative that's out there now. And as a, you know, defamation attorney, how does this navigate your tactics?
Sure.
You know?
And I want to be clear about something. Tonight, I'm not going to give any particular person any more oxygen than they may have already sucked up. But I will say this. What's been said about Morgan, Jax, and Warren, I'm not going to call them untruths or half-truths or falsehoods. I'm going to call it what it is, lies. So the first thing that's really important here is we're dealing with lies and liars. We're dealing with profiteers. We're dealing with hustlers. And one thing that I've seen since I got here is that Ocean Springs, Mississippi, is a really beautiful place. And the region is very beautiful. It's one of the most beautiful places in the country.
I already see what he doing. I don't even need to hear no more, man. He on that Make America Great Again. America the beautiful. And America is beautiful, but this situation is ugly, bro. Ocean Springs may be a beautiful thing, but what happened on Horn Island was hideous. See what he trying to do, man? Hey, I feel like my job is done, y'all. I wanted to let y'all know. That boy Tatum making moves. He got Nolan friends looking like they black victims. I mean, the case not going nowhere. It's over. I mean, there's still some meat on the bones for entertainment purposes, but as far as they're concerned, Nolan passed away in a drowning. They don't know how he drowned, but he was in the water. That's all they got to say about that, baby. They don't know how he got in the water. All they know is he wasn't on that boat because he didn't want to be on the boat. Left his keys, left his phone. We talking about they picked him up every day. They would go get Nolan. They make it seem like Nolan ain't have a car. He probably ain't have a car. But they made sure they brought him along for the ride. They act like Nolan was in debt to them. Man, I can't call it. It's sad though. Very sad. What are they trying to prove? This make people look more guilty. I don't know what they did. I wasn't there. They might be innocent, but in my eyes, this make them look more guilty by sitting there with Tatum. That's their safe space. A willing black guy is as safe as it's gonna get. And Nancy Grace will rip them boys to shreds. You mean to tell me that Nolan didn't want to get on the boat, but he left his keys and his phone on the boat? Someone make that make sense to me. Nancy, I'm going to call my lawyer. I'm calling my fucking lawyer. You call your lawyer. I am a lawyer. Nancy would have tore that ass up. Anywhere they would have went. Tatum, they only safe haven. He a safe haven for house. I can't think of no other podcast. Imagine them going on the Corey Holcomb show. You motherfuckers mean to tell me that Nolan wanted to stay on the island with nothing but white people? Get the fuck out of here, man. Ain't nowhere else they could go. Shit, they going to Tissa Tell show. She gonna slip up and change the conversation to Diddy. Let they ass go on Tasha K. She'll entertain they bullshit and make them look stupid. She be like, okay, and so Nolan wanted to stay with Katie. That's what you're trying to tell me now. What she look like? Was she a white girl with a booty? Like, who the hell is Katie? Oh, so Nolan didn't like the sisters. Okay, I'm going to tell my wine house that Nolan got caught up with some big booty Becky and his white friends took him out the game. They wouldn't be safe on Tasha K. I can't think of no other stream. Let they ass go on the Andrew Wiggins show looking like that. He gonna be smiling so hard. They gonna all be uncomfortable. That conversation gonna go all the way left. All Nolan freaky secrets will come out. They'll turn it into something else. Be videos of Nolan voguing circulating online if they do it like that. So, they found their guy. And he going overtime for this. But shout out to Officer Tatum, because I seen him making some different types of moves. Because people be talking about him real bad. But I seen some, oh shit, what the hell? Oh, y'all didn't even see that. God damn. That was not supposed to happen. Hold on. What was I looking for? I'm over here drunk, but I ain't high. Okay. This is what I wanted to say. Shout out to Officer Tatum. Because he got some things going on. Look, he been debating black people, making them look real stupid. But at least he opening his platform to people of color. And people not really feeling these videos like that because all the black people he interviewing is a bunch of sellouts. He ain't got a real one on there. They all look like they was the only black kid in their school. And they deprived and their intellect is not on his level. He completely destroying them in debates. They fatherless and he got that deep voice. They act like they talking to their daddy. It's real miserable to watch, but he tried. Look, black liberal gets heated after Officer Tatum exposes the black community. Officer Tatum silences black liberal with facts on racism. And she totally was trying to sound white, but she was totally an airhead. And he exposed her and it was ignorant. Then there's all them zesty daddies. He was talking to black conservatives surrounded by 21 black liberals goes wrong. So look at the thumbnail. He all calm and cool. And them black people, they freaking out. They stressed. They can't take it. He don't give a fuck. Tatum schooled him. He trying to get on his Charlie Kirk with this. But instead of Charlie Kirk debating black people, he debating black people for America. So he already letting y'all know where y'all stand. He humiliated this sister. Officer Tatum schools black liberal on black crime. Like, you're the one pulling the guns. You're the hoochies popping coochie. You're the ones having babies out of wedlock. You're the ones not getting married. You're the ones that brothers leave for white women. She couldn't even respond. Oh my God. And ran off. He humiliated her. He went off on Stephen A. Smith. He destroying the black community with this shit. He got niggas drinking Kool-Aid and everything, man. Shout out to Officer Tatum. He on the mission with this shit. Now he got Nolan Wells' friends up there. Nolan Wells' best friend dropped massive update in Nolan Wells' investigation. He back popping again. This shit came out a whole 48 hours ago. Look at the views, man. And I ain't the one to be watching people views. But don't nobody want to see that black on black shit. Excuse my language. The black conservatives surrounded. He tried to blacken it up for the hood and all that. And wasn't nobody clicking. Now he back to they ran back to Nolan. Nancy Grace did some bullshit too. Check this out, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all what's going now. Matter of fact, how long I been on here? I'm gonna chill tonight. You know what I'm saying? I ain't in no rush for nothing. I'm gonna go ahead and chill for a little bit. See what's going on online. Feel me? Okay, y'all listening? Okay, look at this. Look. Matter of fact, let me get it right. Listen.
Suspicions involving Wells' original autopsy.
The state's autopsy is complete, but is being kept secret. Isn't an autopsy a public document? Why is it being kept hidden from us, the public? What is in that autopsy, the first autopsy of Nolan Wells? We want justice in this case. We don't want secret grand jury proceedings. We don't want secret medical examiner reports. We want all threats investigated. We want the truth behind that audio. I want to know. And I want everybody on that boat polygraph.
Would-be investigators in the case of Nolan Wells have now advised that the state's medical examiner is not going to release the final autopsy report on Nolan. What does that mean? Well, to the extent that this case was being treated as a homicide has no statute of limitations. So it means the state has no deadline, no rush to come to a conclusion in the investigation, to close the investigation, to forward it to a prosecutor's office. The reason why that's relevant is that they are not rushed to disclose anything. Now, how it affects us is for purposes of Freedom of Information Act requests or the further formal demands that the state release any documents. Typically, one of the few ways the state get around that is due to the case being treated as an open investigation. As long as the case is an open investigation, the state does not have to disclose anything to anyone because it's incomplete, it's ongoing, there's certain confidentiality, privilege exceptions, protection of certain witnesses, etc. So as long as the case remains open, no one can force the state to do anything as far as disclosure.
Now, the lack of
Yeah, he gone now. Rest in peace to Nolan Wells. Gone. They had the funeral. Very unfortunate event. Just imagine, right? You had all white friends. And them was your bros. And for you ladies out there, them was your girls. A lot of y'all can't even imagine that. And you the only black one. And y'all hanging out. And somehow, some way, you don't make it back home. You dead. You went out with them and you ain't never came back. That's some people's biggest nightmare. You know what I'm saying? Some people think that's the worst situation they could possibly be in. You the only black person. I know that'll make me feel uncomfortable. When I go places, I be looking for another black person. If it's the chef or fucking the waitress, somebody. The janitor, I'm going to throw a fist up and let him know, hey, we in this together, and I'm going to keep looking for his ass. I'm going to check the janitor closet. Where you at, brother? Because we the only ones up here. I'm going to keep him in eye view. When you in them type of situations, man, you got to be careful. And when there's too many black people, then you should feel uncomfortable. Because you never know, some shit might go down up in there. You got to stay by the exit just in case you got to get the hell up out the door. I mean, you're not safe in any situation. You be in a club with a bunch of Mexicans, you the only black person up in there. And they catch you looking at Maria, they going to beat that ass. It's dangerous. for anybody. I know it's white people uncomfortable. Let you be the only white person in the room full of black people. Before you know it, you're going to have cornrows and you're going to have somebody doing your feet and another motherfucker doing your nails. And when you get to your car, you're going to have a full tank of gas with a plate sitting in the back seat, cornbread, mac cheese, collard greens, and a big-ass neck bone on it. They're going to take care of your ass. Let you be the only light-skinned person in the room full of black women. Shit, you're going to be walking around and get breastfed. They're going to take good care of your ass. But that's Negro here nor there. I ain't done talking about it. Because I'm stuck. I'm hurt. That they did no like that. Look, listen.
Now, it was during this original return that several body language experts would comment on Hudson's demeanor, including one who would specifically note the lack of emotion he would showcase during his first return trip to Horn Island.
So this person, Warren?
This brother getting some booty out the deal. That's why you see him all on social media. He kicking it with Willie D getting some booty too off the Nolan Wells case. They got their faces out there, hoes all in the DM. They ain't never gonna stop talking about Willie D. Know he too old. They doing this for cheeks. They probably freaking off with some of those damn internet hoes right now. Like, I seen you on TV, baby. Oh, was that the dude with Willie D? And then he was on John Lemon, and then Sherelle told me that Levon told Devontae that Jaquan knew him from back in the day when he was a ball player. He old and fat, but he was gangster back in the day. Heard he slapped a nigga over 50 cents. Now he doing podcasts. I think I want to make him my baby daddy. That's how them hoes be talking. It's some young fine bitch right now looking at him like he fooled. Like, I'm gonna take his old ass, make him have my baby, take care of the kids I already have. I'm gonna break his old ass down. I'm gonna put this booty in his face and make him buy me a car. It's some hoes plotting, and they know they plotting. Willie D looking like he got another computer screen looking at a fat ass. Look at his face. While he talking about Nolan Wells on one screen, he watching porn on the other screen, allegedly. And he doing the same they watching the same freak off tape. You flip that camera around, all you see is Cherokee D ass on the screen. They don't give a damn about Nolan. You got this Pimp C wannabe talking about got his face all on the camera, Sinbad motherfucking beard going, dreaming of hoes. I'm sick of it. Don Lemon getting booty off of the damn Nolan Wells case. It's not this.
That when I go back, I look at what happened, I look at the initial stories with Nolan, and you guys knew him, right? I didn't know him. I know none of you guys. I just had a chance to meet you guys more recently. But how do you think this should have gone? If you could control the environment, Nolan is found deceased. How do you guys think that this should have been put out to the world?
Well, first off, like, I wish we would have never, like, I think about this every day. Like, I wish we would have never went out on the 4th of July, because I know this wouldn't have happened. Nolan wouldn't be gone. And like, it's really hard to think about, because it's like, I wish I would have done this different, or I wish I would have done that different.
You know what's crazy? When you with a group of friends, there's a net that's there, man. It's an invisible net to where y'all looking out for each other. If you go to the club or anywhere, even if it's just 3 of y'all, since y'all going together, the bro code is, hey, we looking out for each other. You know what I'm saying? And let me know where you at. Don't just run off. Because at the end of the night, one of your bros run off and you don't know where he at because you sitting around waiting for the group to form so y'all can do what y'all got to do. You looking for this nigga. You don't know where he at. He gone. And if you a real friend, when you catch back up with him, you gonna check him about that. Like, yo, we was waiting for you. Where you was at? Don't just be running off. Text, call, do something. Let you go somewhere. One of your boys, he wanna fall back. He wanna stay at the after party, and y'all about to leave. You gonna be all in his shit. So what's going on? Who you gonna be with? If you a real friend, you concerned. He got some explaining to do. Now imagine y'all going to an island. And he talking about y'all go as a group on a holiday. It's already a damn celebration. We thick as thieves. He talking about I want to stay back on. Y'all could go ahead without me. I'm gonna stay back on the boat. Now it got me wondering: was the boat ever really messed up, or was they trying to find an alibi to make it seem just trying to figure some shit out? Or was they that damn confused? It's all confusing, man. Or else it's just some bad karma. You kill Nolan in the boat break. That's instant karma. But who knows, man? This melatonin is kicking my ass.
Described Nolan Wells as his best friend and brother. 2 weeks later, he did not attend the funeral, and he did not ever seem like emotional or frustrated or sad that he couldn't attend his best friend's funeral because he didn't want to be there and do all the uncomfort, which is fair, but that should at least be hard for you. And then 2 weeks after, you go back to the last spot where you saw your best friend.
He doing this for America. He know he don't talk like that when he in them streets. They be putting on for them cameras. He trying to get on Don Lemon level. He trying to keep up with Officer Tatum, you know. He need to cut that out. He on the stream acting like he talking to the bill collectors. He trying to do this for America, trying to get on the map. I probably need to start doing that and quit being so damn ghetto. I need to do that for a week straight. Talk real proper and see how the views do. I ain't gonna do it tonight. I'm too sleepy to do it tonight. But y'all gonna catch me out here next week. Y'all gonna think I was fucking Don Apples.
Went on a black man show and talked about this. You know,
but I don't understand I don't understand what those kids had to gain. I know what ex-Officer Tatum had to gain. I don't understand what these kids had to gain from doing this.
It's the arrogance, man. I'm telling you.
But even while being arrogant, which I agree with you, it's an arrogant thing to do. But what was the benefit to you from doing this? Like, if it goes really well, what's that? Like, how do you measure that it went really well? Like, I don't understand.
It's the same thing as, you know, any narcissist who does something wrong and gets away with it.
No, Willie D getting facials and shit, man. Oh, no, come on, Willie. I know you ain't go Hollywood like that. That's why I stay off the camera, because they hit you with that blush, a little eyeliner. You better not be getting his RuPaul on without letting people know. Wait a minute, Willie. He's 70 years old trying to keep it fresh and funky. I ain't mad at it. You go Botoxed up and everything. Come on, but what is he doing, man? He going Hollywood with it. So Wong Tu-Fu, Wesley Snipes, John Leguizamo going on with it. What's happening with him, man? He need to get his shit straight and cut this Mr. Piggy shit out. He need to get his Willie D. You see, he ain't got none of that baggy shit going on. He got his shit plump. Let me find out Willie D turned to a diva. Need to put his mans on. Look.
Like, if you think about serial killers, they just got to tell somebody. They got to time. Killing ain't enough. They got to call the police and say, catch me if you can.
Yeah,
They got it.
It's just so dumb.
And that's how they get caught. That's exactly how they get caught. Let me ask you this. If you could interview Warren Hudson.
You know what, Willie, while I'm talking about the man, he do got a hell of a point right there, man. And that could definitely make sense. Paranoid beyond belief. It probably wasn't even nothing wrong with that damn boat. They was just freaking out. Like something's wrong, the stuttering, dude. What the fuck is the boat, man? We're stuck out here, Nolan dead. Oh man, what we're gonna do? We're gonna do something. They was drunk, high, don't mess around, killed that man. Officer Tatum making everything go right. He need to just stay out of it and leave it alone. I need to get off this stream and go to bed. I don't work overtime tonight. Rest in peace to Nolan Wells. We gonna be back tomorrow night. I've been doing this every night, y'all. Just in case y'all ain't know. Around like 9, 10, somewhere after 9, 10, I get on here and I've been rocking, what's this, like week 2? So this is what we doing over here, man. Y'all come back tomorrow night and leave a comment and let me know what y'all think about this. And if it's something y'all want to talk about specifically tomorrow, I'm with it, man. Just leave a comment and in the comment section below. And I can make that happen if it's something interesting enough. Tonight I got online. I'm like, yo, this boy, Officer Tatum, is not going to stop. And when I watched the interview, I'm like, wow, you know, he really doing this. And I get it, man. That bag is a little different when you go that route. But I've seen it time and time again. Matter of fact, let me make this point before I get out of here, man. It's only going to take a second. Only going to take a second, man. I feel bad for Officer Tatum because these type of brothers, they be doing amazing. Like how Tatum got his shit set up. And, you know, a lot of people subscribing, a lot of people listening. It's his time right now, and that's all good. Tiger Woods had his time. Hold on, go back to Tiger. Tiger had his time. He was winning championship after championship, doing shit that you ain't never seen a brother ever do. And then it all came crashing down. And he didn't have a community to fall back on. Tiger was not representing for the black community. That's the last thing that was on his mind. He ain't never got on the interview and said, I do this for the trap. He win the damn trophy and say, where my niggas at? Like Springfield, we did it. We did it, Springfield, stand up. He ain't never put on for black people. And he wanted to get mad when people confuse him for Master P. But now that he doing bad, look at his ass, man. He doing real bad. He look like he want to move back to Japan with this shit. Mr. Miyagi, he doing bad. He getting arrested every other week. It was all good just a week ago. He should have kept. That's why I said, it ain't easy, bro. I'm just going to keep it black and keep it ghetto. It's a life sentence. You might as well ride it out. That's what he should have just kept it hood. Because either way, you going to be a brother, man. You might as well do what the brothers do. But he refused. Now he wanted to be a Cash Money fan when they arrest his ass. Somebody, everybody get your roll on. What? Everybody get your roll. It's too late for that. He bought a couple of big time Mercedes trying to get in good with the black community. You should have did that 30 years ago, bro. What? Tatum gonna end up. I hope Officer Tatum don't end up like this. When he get old and that shit go left, he gonna always be remembered as the dude that helped Nolan Wells' friends get off. But that's Negro here, no there, man. Yo, I'm gonna holla at y'all later. Yo, Reg, go ahead. Cut it off, man. Cut it off. I'm about to get out of here, man.